And welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. This is your narrator, Chief Engineer Ravi Gupta. Today we are going to talk about axial piston pump. This axial piston pump is also known as HPS pump. Is one of the main unit which is used in ME engine to develop pressure around 200 bar, which will be responsible for the activation of a fuel, exhaust valve, and cylinder lubrication. So it is very important to know that how this HPS pump works and how it is controlled, that we know in today's video. After that, I will talk about how the development is been done in this HPS pump, why the pressure is increased from 200 to 300 bar in the upcoming modification of ME engine, and how this pump is engine driven or chain driven. So friend, please tune till last. I guarantee after watching this video you will have a complete knowledge of a axial piston pump. Friend, those who are watching this video for first time, I want to tell you Marine Engineering Hub is a platform which make video which is beneficial for examination, oral, and for interview. So please do subscribe our channel. Friend, if you are giving ME class 1 exam, class 2 exam, class 4 exam, I request you to take the membership. You can find a lot of video which will be beneficial for examination and oral purposes. Those who want a direct interaction with me, you can also take the membership. So let's start the today video of axial piston pump. So what is a axial piston pump? So basically, a axial piston pump is a pump which is helping to develop a pressure of 200 to 300 bar from 2.5 bar. Now the question is asked that how this pump is developing that much pressure. So this pump look like this, small tiny. This is the suction of the pump, this is the discharge of the pump, and this is the another section in which you are seeing the relief valve. So if we see the overall part, it will look like this. This is the body, this is the shaft, this is the seal with holder, this is circlip. So this part will go inside that, it will be sealed, and after that it will be locked. Again, this part is basically a swirling swash plate arm which will help to control the pressure in a head and action direction. This is the lock ring, this is the pump cylinder with piston, this is the valve plate, this is the end cover, and this is the other side of the end cover. It look like this. This is the relief valve block. This is the swash plate actuator arm which will be fitted on top here and which will rotate like this by the proportionate control valve. So basically this proportionate control valve is a control circuit which is basically a PLC which will send a signal based on the input received from the ECU, and it will energize this coil sleeve of a soft iron core. It's basically like a solenoid. It's like a solenoid with a wire entangled like this. Now this wire will be, electric current will pass through it. That amount of electric current pass will be controlled by this control circuit, which will cause this valve spool to move very fine. When this valve spool will move, that will dictate this arm, that will dictate the swash plate actuator ram. When this actuator ram will move, that will move the swash plate. So this is how this HPS pump will be controlled. Now one thing you should note here, that the suction and discharge of this axial piston pump is fixed. It means that the discharge side pipe will be always same and suction side pipe will always be same, irrespective of a direction of rotation. Now how it is that possible? Now let's see that. Now suppose your ship is moving in a direction in a anti-clockwise rotation. So what will happen? This suction side, this is suction side, suction, and from here it will go like this and it will discharge. From here it will go discharge. So at that time the swash plate will be in this side. So swash plate will be in this side, and the pressure will fluctuate depending upon the angle. It will be changed on this side only. Now when the direction of rotation is changed, suppose now it is clockwise in ascending direction, the swash plate angle will change from this to this. So what will happen? Again the same thing will happen. Now it is like this. So what is happening? The suction oil is coming here, it will coming like this. Now slowly pressure will increase and it discharge. So the discharge will be from here. So the discharge will always be from here and suction will always from here, and in here it will be like this, it will rotate like suction here and discharge from here. So in axial piston pump, the suction and discharge is same. The suction and discharge is same because the swash plate arm is changed from one position to other whenever there is a change in direction to keep the suction and discharge side same. Now this HPS mode in MPP panel look like this. This is the 4 pump here, this is the electrical driven pump here showing, and this is the bypass valve. Now when in auto mode, what will happen? One will be in control position and 2 will be in a follow mode position. When the engine is stopped at present engine, the whole system will stop. The master pump running at engine standby, the master pump will start running when the engine will be put in standby, and both pump will be running when the pressure we need to build up more, and it will be stopped via timer if the engine RPM is less than 15% of the MCR. So basically what is it mean to say that when the engine RPM is less than 15% MCR, this electrical driven pump will be helping. When it reach above 15% MPR, at that time this engine driven pump will take control. Okay, now this HPS pump, look like this. This is the auto backwash filter, this is the 3 engine driven HPS pump. Each of the engine driven HPS pump is controlled separately by the ECU. HPS 1 will be controlled by ECU 1, HPS 2 will control by ECU 2, and HPS 3 will control by ECU 3. If there is 4 pump, in that case the 4th pump will control by ECU. It will either move in ahead direction, and if it's 5, it will only move in the ascending direction. Now this is the electrical driven pump. Now as I told you, the suction and discharge is always fixed, so that is taken care by this swash plate arrangement. This is a valve plate. Now this is the piston and this is the cylinder inside. The up and down movement will decide the pressure. If there is a pressure loss here, now here is a sensor provided. If there is a pressure loss in suction side, what will happen? There will be a shutdown, initiation will take place. Now this is the electrical driven HPS pump. This is the electrical motor, here is the pump, this is the inlet, and here is the outlet. This is the safety valve which will relieve pressure at 175, and this is the drain from the safety valve. Now this electrical driven pump look like this. This is the electrical driven pump, this is the safety valve, this is the suction, this is the discharge coming from that. From other side you can find the drain of a safety valve. Now this pump look like this, and it comes in various sizes. Now the pump, in a recent, the pump pressure has been increased from 210 bar to 300 bar, which help to reduce the pump size, as well as the pump for same pump size we require less small dimension pipe. So how it is possible? So basically, as you know, power generation is equal to flow into pressure. So if we increase the pressure from 200 to 300 bar, in that case for same power generation we require less flow. If we require a less flow, it means that we require a smaller size of pump. So the pump size has been reduced from 35 cc to 250 cc by increasing the pressure, and hence the hose dimension also decrease. Now this is how the HPS system look like. This is the electrical driven pump, and this is the accumulator block, and this is the gear arrangement which is enclosed. If you see other side, it look like this. This is the engine driven flywheel. From here it is the idle wheel, from here it is the main wheel, and on that this HPS gear drive is mounted. The gear ratio is 1:12:1. It means when the engine RPM is 1, the HPS RPM will be 12. By this step up, the related speed is achieved, and based on that the gearbox arrangement is been designed. Now in case of a chain wheel type, it is work like this. So friend, if you have learned something from this video, so please do like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Friend, one thing you should also remember, if you are watching the video till end, I request to you, take the membership. I guarantee you will won't regret. Thank you friend, have a good day.